Hey, welcome back everybody. This is Pizza Slap You 707 returning once more for a PUBG video on Xbox One. The announcement reads, "Thank you for sticking with us during Xbox Game Preview. As a token of gratitude, we would like to offer our Game Preview customers with the PLAYERUNKNOWN Set. Enjoy." So that's pretty awesome. I mean, in my opinion, we all spend tons of BP and save up a lot. I've got over 100k and I hoard my BP pretty sparingly. And on August 31st, I turned on the machine and got two boxes. One of them is this set, and the other one gave me the steampunk glasses, the black fingerless gloves, and like another weird kind of t-shirt. But don't forget, you guys, the PLAYERUNKNOWN set is only available from August 31st to September 4th. Again, that is the release of 1.0. It is stepping out of game preview. So make sure you check your My Items tab and open that box. Limited time only. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. We got some new gear that they're handing out. You know, they're getting ready. They're treating us very well. You know, everybody who's been along with this game since the very beginning. Everybody who's been here since before September 4th. They're hooking us up with a box of gear. Again, I'd just like to remind you guys, get in there, check your My Items tab, open your boxes, and be pleasantly surprised if you have not done so already. This guy had hopped on the back of my buggy, and I just drove him all the way up to Severny. His teammate is somewhere nearby, but I was hoping he'd jump off, but he never did, and so you know how it goes. Extra cheese, extra grease, extra pepperoni, extra hot. Major slap, major way. Master H and myself get a snafu, and we decide to put them down. Like old Yeller, we put them down. And yeah, so I'd also like to address that I've been getting better at my grenade shots. I like to cook a grenade for about 3 seconds. So I pull the grenade and I go 1 1000, 2 1000, 3. And on 3, I let go of the frag, toss it, and that should be a reasonable amount of time to take out the enemy with the frag grenade. I've been getting better at those nade shots, and I'm also discovering that as I progress in this game and I play more PUBG on Xbox One, that I'm less of a long-range sniper player. I think I'm more of a close to mid-range, close quarters attacker. Like, I feel like I'm a better shooter at short range and short to mid range distances. I don't always win every single confrontation, but I try to just make sure that, again, you know, one auto, one sniper, at least when we're that close, you know, within 20 feet, that I switch to my auto class, preferably a submachine gun, and just really lay into the target. This guy right here is so funny because he's doing whatever it takes. It's not a serious game 100% of the time. You could tell he's trying to blow me up. He almost succeeded when he ended up blowing himself up. And so I got the kill for that one. It's weird that it said I knocked him, even though he blew himself up with a grenade. I don't know. This scene's pretty cool because I went in to snipe the dude at the palm tree when the muscle car comes through, and I accidentally headshotted the guy in the passenger seat. I don't think I got the kill for that one. Maybe I did. I think I started it, and then my teammate had finished the kill on that one. It was pretty cool. I didn't mean to knock him out of the car, but I got lucky on that one. Yeah, so this game was pretty cool. This is a scene of a back-to-back win with Sharks vs Bears, who is another player we came across, you know, searching through randoms on squads. And Blitz is in here, Sharks vs Bears is on here, and we're just hammer timing, you know, in a major way on Miramar. These 2 wins we got back to back, you know, win and then another win, and I was just super stoked. That I've only done that like 1 time, so it's pretty exciting to get in there with a good player who you've never even played with before. And the crazy part is that guy doesn't even use a headset. I think he may or may not be, he or she may or may not be a streamer, so it would only make sense to, you know, keep your chat open with your audience. But it is difficult sometimes because you're trying to determine what they're gonna do. So you just got to be very cautious of people who don't use a headset. I play with them sometimes, and a lot of the time I just avoid players without a headset. But be confident, you know, trust yourself, and keep a good distance from certain randoms because you don't know what they're gonna do. So I dropped that guy in that last scene. It was pretty cool. The audio gets kind of choppy because it's like loading the buggy with all of our guns shooting. Sharks vs. Bears goes for the lineup with the fucking frag grenade. Boom! Behind the rock. Hail Mary grenade shot. That was like such an amazing shot, and that's like competition level winning victory right there. And I was just really proud of that shot. I mean, perfect toss, perfect timing. On a hot drop, we land at the mansion. We've all got pistols or less, trying to shut down the enemy force who's also invaded this building with us. 2 of my teammates are knocked. The Beretta is out of the game. Johnny Blaze is out of the game. I am furiously burning inside for the fact that they just killed my entire teammates. And I have to just, this is what I do. This is what I do. You kill my teammates, I'm gonna avenge my teammates before I decide to leave the game. 74 players left, you know, 1v73. Of course I'm not gonna play this out. So after that I just left the game. Oh man, this was a really insane match because even though we didn't win, we fought as hard as we could to the very, very end. -1 player. Again with the leans, again, you know, with the close to mid-range attacks, I feel I do a lot better at those sort of confrontations, those sort of altercations. At this point, I begin to just snake it forward. I know that there's enemies all around us. At this stage of the game, when you make it to a top 20 or even top 10 or 15, number one thing to do, check those bushes, man. Check the grass, check the bushes, check the trees, check the rocks, check the shade. Check all those places. There's a camper right there. Again, close to mid-range altercation. Mowed him down with the Thompson, silenced. Oh man, he damn near killed 2 of us in that scene. And we were really short on ammo in that scene, so we were scrambling for resources. I see this dude up to the left by the tree. Got the SLR. In 3 shots, I took him down. Cold nachos. Slapped with a hot slice of pizza. Silenced SLR. I really love that gun. I can't say it enough. So this is solo. This is a solo when I had just opened the PLAYERUNKNOWN set box. Everybody's got this stuff on. That's me rocking the PLAYERUNKNOWN trench coat. And yeah, it was just such a surprise to wake up and PUBG has hooked you up with free gear. It's really awesome. I don't know too many games that really plug you with free gear, you know. Other games will remain nameless, where you gotta go broke getting these items. However, laying in the shadow with the trench coat with a bush, I mean, it's proven really effective. That guy, he didn't check the bushes. It was a top something situation, and he just decided, you know, run it. Always check those bushes. Always be ready. Always be on point. Here's another top case scenario where I see the guy. I'm pretty sure he saw me. I cooked the grenade for 3 good seconds. Toss it. Boom. Dropped him, dude. Again, cook those grenades. Take practice. Take the time to practice with the frags. And just don't hold that shit too long. Okay, so the M16, honestly, I always leave it in single fire. But that gun is so incredibly powerful. It's really underrated how strong the M16 on PUBG for Xbox One really is. When I've got the silencer on the M4, I drop this guy in a top 30 situation. I'm still counting down. This is the same game. Oh man, when I drop him with 1 shot from the SKS. Just amazing, dude. I'm not, again, I am horrible at this game. I am not boasting whatsoever my level of skill. But they really are leveling out, you know, the damage ratio. They're really leveling out the aspects. I dropped that guy in the blue. Master H is tagging this other guy in the blue. Oh my goodness, with AWM, I have an M24. Pow, right in the shot, right in the heart, dude. I body rocked him with the M24. I felt kind of bad about that. I felt like I might have stolen that win, but I don't see it that way. I see it as like, we're all alive. We won together. Because you dropped the last man doesn't mean that you're the guy who wins the round. You know, there's no I in team. I absolutely love bridge trapping, even in a solo, because I'm getting more comfortable with playing solo. And when you just start one-man militiaing it on the bridge, camping, bridge trapping, whatever, just bag them, dude. Switch to Vector, cut them in half, dude. Nothing much to it. Again, the Vector is my favorite submachine gun. It's just so damn powerful. I leave it in burst fire and just rip everyone up. Here we go with another Hail Mary frag shot. Cook at 3 seconds. Let her rip. He hides behind the Jeep. Boom. Took him out. And yeah. Sometimes you get taken out by the red and purple. Sometimes you fall through the map. Sometimes you fall into the void of nothingness. But that's just part of PUBG on Xbox One, I suppose. Bam, bam, bam. A couple headshots with the SKS through the bars at the factory. This scene was so intense. That guy's like, forget it. See ya. He just bails. He quit. He basically quit. There's no safe zone down there. There's a cargo drop that fell next to me. I'm not even interested. I know that there's a dude hiding in the shade at that tree right there at 5 degrees. Boom. Take him out. SKS. Yeah, sure, it kicks. But it is a damn powerful rifle. Pick it up when you can. Practice with it as much as you can. Here's another perfect example of just how efficient the M16 really is. No silencer. I think I might have had a compensator on it. My buddies and I see 2 players out by that muscle car. I drop one of them. He goes for the hide when he decides to make a bail. And yeah, my buddy, I believe, lit him up with a Car 98, which did like half the damage for me. And then I finished him with the M16. So check out this stunt right here. Flips the bike. Oh, upside down. That's like the coolest stunt I've ever done. Didn't even try to do it. Beretta was driving. He hops off. The bike's upside down. Surfing the upside down bike. So what I'd again like to just elaborate a little bit more on is that PUBG isn't always about seriousness. You know, we all drive to do one thing. Ultimately, right now, it is only one thing until September 4th, is play to win. Play to get that chicken dinner. Well, this round had just started. The enemy ran me over with that Bronco. The Beretta's going after the guy, his teammate. Johnny Blaze is in the muscle car trying to thwart the guy who ran me over in the Bronco. Jamo is getting ready. You know, he's getting strapped with the M16. He's trying to help out Johnny Blaze the best way he can. When it's a straight up demolition derby down the street with Johnny Blaze and the enemy. Oh, it's just so funny. I really had to make sure I included this clip in this episode because I'm just trying to explain that there are many ways to have fun with this game instead of just like being super competitive about it, because it gets worn out like anything. You too much of anything is a bad thing. So it turned into, you know, we were trying to get to Campo Militar, but then I died, so that kind of changed the element of the whole situation when we all just try to take out this dude who's single-handedly trying to kill everybody. He's the guy who killed me. Beretta's working him with the crowbar. Jamo's on the hood of the muscle. Beretta gets knocked. Oh man, Johnny Blaze is coming in with the Hail Mary Superman. Misses a couple of them. That guy's got some fancy footwork. You know, he's juking, he's shaking, he's bobbing and weaving. Oh man, this guy seemingly is impossible to kill. It must be that lucky red bandana. Who knows? Jamu is on his way, you know, obviously saying, "Hey, come pick me up. I could shoot this guy. Just pick me up. I can down him." When Johnny Blaze goes in for the left hook and just haymakes him, dude, took him out, avenged my death, and then saved the rest of my teammates' lives. So again, it's not all about that serious uber primary, you know what I mean? Like number one priority. You can have fun with this game. There's a multitude of ways to make sure that you play this game and get a good replay value out of it either which way. Jamu said, you know, hey, I gotta go. It's getting late. When the Beretta goes ham dog with the crowbar. But I'm afraid he's just not fast enough for the fancy footwork of Johnny Blaze. And at that point is when Johnny Blaze took a grenade and we started over. So this is a insane match. This was the last victory I won last during this video up to this point. I hit a cargo drop. I got an MK14. The Beretta is just working that dude. He worked the first guy at the tree. I think he even got the second guy. He just downed both of those dudes, and with an SLR. Now, one important note to remember about this game is that when we are at Campo Militar in a duo, the Beretta states, "I am not leaving until I have my sniper." It was either that or we're not leaving until I find my SLR, because he knows the gun that he works best with. The MK14 is my favorite sniper rifle, so I know which sniper rifle I work best with. This gun has an auto feature, it has a single shot mode. When we decide to push left, the blue is racing on us. I decide to hang up the guns and sprint as fast as I can to the north. I've got the silencer on my MK14. We're trying to make it in there. It's a 2v5 situation now, I believe. That blue is hunking and chunking. It's taking people out of the play zone. You know, it's knocking people out, burning them alive. We decide the only best choice of cover is right here at this concrete bunker, parking garage, shelter, whatever you want to call it. When the Beretta addresses to me, "Don't go in yet. There could be someone there." I tried to get a third-person peek. At that moment, there was no one there. When later on, we actually hear footsteps. We know that they were on the other side of the building. When I cook a frag real quick, 1000, 1003, I toss it in and try to get lucky with that one. I may or may not have hit someone, not sure. Keep a good peek on left. Keep a good, keep a good swivel with the MK14. Got to always make sure to keep that red dot off of the residual targets, because if you shoot, it's going to hit the wall. I dropped that guy, no problem. I really love that gun. It's just such a kick-ass weapon. I think I gave Beretta the 3 helmet when in a previous scene that 3 helmet was shot off of him. So I decided to heal up real quick. Beretta is quickly surveying the area. He's deciding any more enemy factors at hand. It's a 2v4 situation. I try to keep a good third-person peek on left. I want to see what this guy has. I grab his meds and step back into the building. Beretta is on the outside of the building. Again, keeping a good parameter check. We're looking at every angle possible. This is when people get desperate. This is when people get sneaky. And this is when enemy players play the dirtiest. So keeping your head on your shoulders is paramount to winning this match. The blue is slowly burned. We call this a super slow burner. It's a slow burner. It's not a super slow burner. Beretta gets knocked. I identify the target. Switch it to full auto. Drop him. I heard him pumping that, you know what I mean? I heard him pumping that med kit, and I knew that was the moment. That was the moment. I decided to pick up the Beretta. I knew that this was still in the safe zone because I had zoomed in on my mini map to make sure that we were in a good spot. We met up real quick. Try to make sure that everyone's still in one piece. It's now a 2v1 situation. It's getting real crazy. It's getting real insane because this is it. All or nothing. And yeah, I'm just going to let Barretta's camera take it from here, because this is the insane shot right here. You will not believe what happens next. Call it luck, call it skill, call it what you will. The SLR is one hell of a gun. Our decisions are finally made when it's 10 seconds to push, when we decide to leave the building. The Beretta gets a bead on him. He sees him behind the retaining wall. The blue is pushing right now. When he lines up for the shot, the blue comes in and begins to distort his vision through the scope. And I don't know how, but he headshotted that guy with a distorted vision. And it was just so insane. Tell me what you guys think about that match. I really loved that game. It was so much fun. Tell me what you think about the boxes. Yeah. Again, my name is PizzaSlapU707.